The phone was already pressed to my ear, but the words my son, Daniel spoke were so utterly disconnected from reality that I almost dropped the handset. "Yeah, Dad, the flight is booked. The ticket costs $400, so I just need you to PayPal me that right now." He spoke with the casual, breezy confidence of a man ordering a latte, not a man making a hefty financial demand of his father. What made his request a shard of pure, jagged ice through my heart was that only ***, 2 days prior ***, I, Arthur had personally handed him a certified check for $50,000. $$50,000, a gift meant to cover the down payment on his first home with his fiancée, Chloe ***. That check was resting safely in his bank account, yet here he was, demanding $400 for a plane ticket as if his pockets were utterly empty, and I was his personal, immediate source of cash flow. The core conflict was instant and overwhelming. Daniel wasn't asking for money because he needed it. He was demanding it because he felt *entitled to all of it, treating the monumental gift I had just given him as invisible, as a mere opening balance in the infinite account he believed he held with me. Do I, Arthur, the 65-year-old retired founder of a manufacturing company, simply sigh, PayPal the $400, and swallow the painful realization that my generosity is viewed as a weakness to be exploited? Or do I seize this moment, this brazen, immediate request, as the final, undeniable proof of the toxic entitlement that has infected my son since he met Chloe, and use the knowledge I hold about the true, contingent nature of that $50,000 gift to finally draw a painful, permanent line in the sand and force them to confront the true value of responsibility? Was I wrong to attach a massive, secret condition to a financial gift intended to help my son? Or was I right to protect myself from the financial ruin that their bottomless greed clearly promised? Tell me honestly, would you have paid the $400 to keep the peace, or would you have used that $400 demand as the hammer to drop the $50,000 truth bomb? To truly understand the venom behind that $400 demand, you need the history of the last 2 years and the reason that $50,000 check had an invisible but legally binding string attached. I am Arthur, and my wife, Elinor and I are extremely comfortable financially after selling my business. We have 2 children, our daughter, Maya who is fiercely independent and works in nonprofit management, and our son, Daniel, 30. Daniel was a good kid, perhaps a little too easily led, but generally decent until he met Chloe 2 years ago. Chloe, 28, is a self-proclaimed lifestyle influencer with a full-time job of pursuing visible, conspicuous wealth. She has an innate talent for making Daniel feel inadequate, unless he is spending money he doesn't have. She immediately began an aggressive campaign to upgrade Daniel's life, and, by extension, her own, using our family's wealth as their guaranteed safety net. Every conversation turned into a subtle or not-so-subtle financial demand. A nicer car, a pricier vacation, an absurdly expensive engagement ring she deserved. Daniel, always wanting to please her, became a conduit for her greed. He never learned the meaning of financial planning or sacrifice. He just learned to ask Dad. The tipping point came with the house. They decided they must have a specific, trendy house in a high-end neighborhood. a house far beyond what Daniel's starting sales job salary could reasonably support. They came to me not asking for help, but telling me what they needed. $50, zero down payment, or the deal would fall apart, and it would be my fault for ruining their dream. Chloe was present, of course, radiating a cold, manipulative pressure that left Daniel sweating with anxiety. This was the biggest demand yet, and it forced me to act. Elinor and I had discussed this for months. We were terrified that by giving them this massive lump sum, we would simply be enabling a lifestyle that would bankrupt them both and eventually force us into ruin trying to bail them out of their inevitable future crises. We wanted Daniel to be happy, but we couldn't fund Chloe's fantasy. So, I devised a plan that seemed like a compromise, but was, in reality, a test with an ironclad financial consequence, I presented Daniel with a certified $50, check 2 days ago, a moment that saw Chloe virtually vibrating with triumphant relief. I told them, this is a gift for your down payment. Use it well. This is the last large lump sum payment you will ever receive from us. You are now financially independent. The well is dry. Daniel and Chloe nodded eagerly, barely listening, already picturing the expensive furniture they could buy. What they didn't know was the secret, non-negotiable condition I had attached. I had signed a private contract, notarized and held by my attorney, MS. Lynn stating that the $50 gift was contingent upon Daniel demonstrating sound financial planning and independent self-sufficiency for the next 6 months. If within that 6-month period he made any significant financial demand, took out any major, irresponsible debt like a car loan outside his means, or, most relevantly, asked me for another frivolous lump sum payment that $50 gift would be instantly revoked . The check was deposited in a temporary joint account with a signed private power of attorney agreement which Daniel unknowingly signed in the closing documents, allowing MS. Lynn to legally initiate the recall of the funds back into a holding trust if the condition was broken. The $50 was a massive, shining temptation designed to test their self-control. It was a financial tripwire. 2 days. It took them 2 days to trip the wire. The $1,400 plain tick. It was the straw that didn't just break the camel's back. It proved the camel was already dead. The money was sitting right there, in their account, earmarked for the house. Yet Daniel still defaulted to his automatic, entitled response, asking Dad for pocket money. It showed they hadn't learned a thing, and worse, that they felt absolutely zero obligation to respect the clear boundaries I had laid out. The house, the entire future, was less important to them than the immediate, casual gratification of getting a $1,400 expense covered by me. As Daniel waited on the phone for my answer, his casual tone grating on my nerves, I felt a familiar cocktail of sadness and fury. This wasn't about $1,400. This was about the entire toxic pattern, the complete disregard for boundaries, and the absolute certainty that if I paid this, they would be back next week demanding a new car, and next year demanding the mortgage payment. I knew, without a shadow of a doubt, that paying the $1,400 would be the ultimate act of self-destruction. So that's the situation I was in. I had the full legal justification to yank back the $50,000, destroying their entire house plan and forcing them to face the consequences of their entitlement. They were standing directly on the financial tripwire they didn't even know existed. I could easily just transfer the $1,400 and swallow the pain, letting them have their house but ensuring a lifetime of nagging demands. Or I could take the call to my attorney, Ms. Lin, right now, trigger the revocation, and watch the $50,000 vanish, thereby ending the entire enabling cycle and forcing Daniel and Chloe to learn a painful, immediate lesson about self-sufficiency and the true cost of entitlement. My choice was terrifying. Do I prioritize the fragile relationship with my son, hoping he might eventually mature, or do I prioritize the financial, permanent safety of Eleanor and myself, accepting that the revelation might end my relationship with Daniel forever? Before I tell you what happened next, I want you to pause and comment below what you would have done in my shoes. Would you have chosen to pay the $1,400 and maintain the illusion of peace, or would you have chosen the immediate $50,000 nuclear option to force the truth? Seriously, let me know what choice you would have made right there. I chose the $50,000 nuclear option. The illusion of peace was no longer sustainable. It was merely a slow, agonizing slide toward financial ruin and emotional manipulation. I took a deep breath, and my voice, when it came, was measured and cold, a tone Daniel had rarely heard from me. "Daniel," I said slowly, "the ticket costs $1,400. That's about 3 days of Chloe's vacation in the Maldives, isn't it? Tell me, why are you asking me for $1,400 when I gave you $50,000 2 days ago?" He stammered immediately. "Dad, come on, that's for the house. We can't touch that. This is just pocket money for the trip. It's totally separate." "It's not separate, Daniel." I corrected him, my voice flat. "It is entirely connected. I told you 2 days ago that the well was dry. I told you that $50,000 was the last large lump sum payment you would ever receive. I meant it to be a test of your financial maturity, a test you have failed in less than 48 hours. He started to protest, his voice rising in panic, but I cut him off, delivering the final, devastating truth. "The $50,000 check you deposited," I continued, "was not an unconditional gift, Daniel. It was part of a legally binding contract held by Ms. Lin. That contract stipulated that if you made any frivolous financial demand, like this $1,400 plane ticket within the next 6 months, the entire $50,000 would be instantly revoked. You have broken the contract." The line went silent. The panic on his end was palpable. I could almost hear Chloe whispering frantically in the background. "I have already called Ms. Lin," I said, cementing the finality of the action. "The power of attorney I signed allows her to initiate the immediate withdrawal of the full $50,000 from your joint account and transfer it into a holding trust. The bank transfer is happening right now, Daniel. Your down payment is gone." The sheer sound of Daniel's cry of shock was heartbreaking, but what followed was far worse. Chloe snatched the phone. Her voice was shrill, laced with fury and absolute entitlement. "Arthur, you greedy bastard, you can't do this. That's illegal. We're suing you. You promised us that house. You are ruining our life." "I promised you nothing, Chloe," I stated calmly. "I merely provided a test of financial responsibility. You failed the test, and you exposed your hand. You value $1,400 in pocket money more than $50,000. 0 down payment on a house. You are ruining your own life with your greed. My lawyer will be in touch, but I assure you, any attempt to sue me will result in far more legal fees than $50, 0, and you will lose everything you currently own. I hung up the phone. The physical act of hanging up felt like closing the door on the last 5 years of enabling and emotional manipulation. The fallout was immediate and catastrophic, exactly as I had intended. Daniel and Chloe were instantly $50, 0 poorer. They tried to halt the transaction, but the legal mechanism was ironclad. Ms. Lynn had filed the necessary paperwork, and the money was successfully withdrawn, leaving their joint account empty, and the bank immediately denied their application for the house, which collapsed. Overnight, Chloe's rage was a force of nature. She sent a barrage of vile, threatening texts and emails, calling me every terrible name imaginable, and confirming every suspicion I had ever had about her true nature. She immediately broke off the engagement, abandoning Daniel the moment the promised wealth vanished. It turned out she did value the $50, 0 more than Daniel, but only when it was safely in her possession. Once it was gone, so was she. Daniel was left utterly devastated. He lost the house, he lost his fiancée, and he was consumed by self-pity and fury directed entirely at me. He refused to speak to me or Eleanor for nearly 6 months, completely convinced that I had been cruel and manipulative. It was painful, agonizing silence, but Eleanor and I remained resolute. We had saved our legacy, and we had forced him to hit rock bottom. It was Maya, my daughter, who finally started the slow process of reconciliation. She didn't lecture him. She simply moved him into her spare room and forced him to get a second job. When he started doing his own laundry and cooking his own food, the self-pity began to recede, replaced by a slow, grudging understanding of what true work was. 6 months after the nuclear confrontation, Daniel called. He didn't ask for money. He asked for coffee. He looked thinner, tired, but he was working 2 jobs and was finally living within his means. He apologized, not for the $400, but for his entitlement. He admitted that losing Chloe was the worst thing that had ever happened to him, but that losing the $50, 0 forced him to realize he needed to stand on his own 2 feet. I didn't give him the $50, 0 back. I kept it in the trust for a full year. When he and Maya came to me with a detailed, modest financial plan for a genuinely affordable starter condo, a plan that included a reasonable mortgage and a small down payment he had saved himself, I transferred the $50, 0 back into his account, this time as a true, unconditional gift, It was the seed money he needed to start a responsible life. He didn't buy the expensive condo, he bought the smaller, more practical one. He ended up meeting a truly wonderful woman, Sarah, a nurse who is kind and financially sensible. They are happy and self-sufficient. I look back on that $400 demand not as an expense, but as the cheapest, most effective way I ever paid for my son's independence and my own peace of mind. The cost of standing up to toxic entitlement was the loss of a fake house and a gold-digging fiancé, and the gain was a loving, responsible son. Like this video if you think the $50, 0 tripwire was the only way to save Daniel. Subscribe for more stories about financial boundaries and tough love. And please, share your final thoughts on this whole mess in the comments section below. Do you think I should have told Daniel about the contingency contract up front? I'll see you all in the next story.